Hey guys, we are doing a trying new makeup video and I am really excited for this one because I placed some orders that came in finally. I got some PR that is really exciting. So let me show you what is in this box of goodies here. I have the brand new Christian Louboutin powder along with the refillable case. I could not be more excited to check this out. I wanted to open it up with you guys, so I don't know what it looks like exactly. I got the new Dr. Jart BB Premium Beauty Balm SPF 40. They sent me Fair Light. They actually sent me all the shades, but I pulled out Fair Light to check that out. This is, I believe, like newly reformulated. So I'm very curious about that. I have the new Goss Luxury Eye Palette. This is not available until Tuesday, but he's already announced it, so I thought I would try it in this video. Give you guys a little lead time, decide whether or not you want to get it. I also have the new Rowan Cheeky Cream Blush in the shade Peach Flush. I have the new Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Brightening Flawless Finish Powder along with the new Radiant Concealer. And we have the Louboutin powder, so I'm thinking I'll do half my face with this and half my face with the Louboutin powder because I couldn't decide. And then I have the new Cle de Peau highlighters, some new Cle de Peau lipsticks. I mean, just so much stuff. I have the new Merit bronzer stick, and along with Wayne's new luxury eye palette, there's a new eye kohl pencil. I have a new mascara from Vapor. I have some new pencils from Tower 28. I think these are multitasking pencils, but I think I'm going to use them. Whoa. I think I'm going to use them as lip liner. So let's just dive right in because there's a lot of stuff. Okay, so we're going to start with the Dr. Jart BB Premium Beauty Balm, and this has an SPF 40. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like the previous version of this was an SPF like 55. I think it was higher than this. Anyway, this has a buildable coverage, natural finish. It has niacinamide, it hydrates, conceals, and protects. And again, I'm using Fair Light. Here is the bottle. So this looks very familiar to me. The one that I'm thinking of, and I'm pretty sure this is a new reformulation of that, is like kind of like a gold finish bottle with like black lettering. Does that sound familiar? And then this has a pump dispenser. And I'm just gonna pump out a little bit. Yeah, I think this is the right shade for me. So it looks very neutral, which I'm happy about. And I think I'm just gonna use my fingers. You guys know I usually use a brush, but I'm just gonna use my fingers to apply this. Oh, my hair is there. Excuse me. And blend this in. And I believe Dr. Jart is a K beauty brand. Oh, it smells nice. It smells like a little bit like spearmint gum. Interesting. So it's not that minty. It's like a little bit sweeter than that, fresher than like straight up mint. So this has a really kind of like slick application. So the SPF in here is both chemical and physical. So there's octinoxate, octisalate, and then there's also titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. Oh, wow. So we've got all kinds of different SPF in here. Well, it looks really pretty on the skin. I'm glad I pulled out Fair Light. I think that does work. And it is very balm-like. Yeah, it definitely feels very moisturizing. All right. Well, I have to say, I think my skin looks really nice. My skin looks super smooth. And at first I was a little scared. It didn't seem like it was like blending in nicely. It looked a little bit like a white cast going on, but I feel like it's really blended in really nicely. Like the more I worked it in, it just sort of like worked itself out. Really pretty. Okay. Next, the Charlotte Tilbury Radiant Concealer. So this is brand new. This is the Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer, and you guys know how much I love her Beautiful Skin foundation that she came out with. So I decided to go for number 2 Fair. And it's such a gamble, such a gamble ordering shades online. Even if you're familiar with the brand, I feel like just don't know. So hopefully this will work out. Here is the packaging. Oh, it looks really light. Here's the packaging. Typical Charlotte Tilbury, rose gold cap there. And I think this just has a doe foot applicator. Yep, pretty straightforward. Let's just do a swatch. You know, it's radiant in that I feel like there's actually like a satin finish to it. It's not radiant in that I think this is a super moisturizing kind of product. Okay, well, this is supposed to have, let me see, like high coverage, right? Oh no, medium buildable coverage, excuse me. 16-hour wear. Conceals, corrects, brightens, lifts the look of skin. Let's see. Okay, let's give it a shot. I do think this is light though. So I'm gonna go kind of light-handed with it as well. I'm just gonna put it where I have some dark spots there. And I'm just gonna continue with the fingers here and pat that in. Yeah, I think the shade is just a teensy bit too light because it looks a little obvious right here. I think it's blended in really nicely, but just the fact that the shade is off, I think it looks a little obvious. But I think it's okay. It's okay. You know what? This will actually probably be great in the fall winter time when I'm a little bit more pale. All right, so here it is with the concealer and without. I mean, it definitely does a good job concealing. You can see I still have that darkness here and the darkness in the corner of my eye. And this pretty much just blanked it right out. Yeah, it looks really good up close. Yeah. So I would say the consistency of this concealer out of all the ones I've used, it's sort of just right in the middle. It's not too thin, you know, it's not like a serum concealer, but it's not like one of those real kind of like sticky, thicker concealers that have like really full coverage or whatever. They're almost like a corrector. This is kind of like right in the middle. And I wouldn't say it's one of those sticky ones either. And I'm glad that it's not too radiant. If you guys have been watching me for any amount of time, you know that I am not one that likes like a shimmery under eye. I just feel like it makes me look very, very sweaty and I don't need any more help in that area. So I do like a skin-like finish underneath my eyes, like in this area. So I was a little bit nervous, understanding that this was a radiant concealer, but I think it's fine. It doesn't look like, you know, like highlight mixed in with concealer. All right, well, that is the Charlotte Tilbury Radiant Concealer. Really beautiful. It is not sinking into any of my lines. In fact, it looks like it's really smoothing out that area. Next up, we have a powder. So since we're on the Charlotte Tilbury topic, I'm just gonna go ahead and open up the Airbrush Brightening Powder. So I got Fair Medium. I think there's 2 shades. And many of you were just curious, like, well, what's the difference between this one and her original airbrush powder, which is not brightening. At least that's not in its description. So here is the packaging. It's very pearly looking. It's got the angel wings. And then at least the Fair Light is like one of those white translucent powders. So I'm gonna do a swatch. Ooh, it feels very, very smooth. And I believe this is refillable. So when I just kind of did a finger swatch there, it moved around a bit. And on the back, I noticed there's a pinhole. So that's awesome. Let's do a little swatch. Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay. Wait a second. This is like magic. Hold on. So let me do that again. So I'm picking up some. This feels incredible. It feels like, it doesn't even feel like a powder at all. It feels like, yeah, like silk. So I have this on my finger and I went to go swatch it. So I thought you were going to see a little bit of white there. Not really. It just looks completely blurred. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, I'm really excited to get this on my face. So what I like to do sometimes with my under eye area and powder, because I don't like a lot of powder, is I like to use my finger. So I'm gonna try it that way. I really hope it works. I'm just gonna pick up some more again with my middle finger right here. And I'm just going to press that onto, wow. Wow, I'm gonna press some onto my larger pores here too, that I would like some blurring. Wow, that is really interesting. This is definitely a very different powder from her original one. Her original one, it's very finely milled. It feels very soft in the pan. It has a little bit of pigment to it, but it's like a kind of a typical powder in that you would use it in a typical way. It brings down shine. It does some slight blurring. It does some slight softening of the skin, I feel like. But this is like magic. This is very, very different. Wow. Okay. Where was this made? Made in Italy. I thought maybe this could be made in like Korea or something, because I feel like a lot of Asian powders do this. Like they're white and they do this like intense, like blurring action. Holy smokes. Okay, I'm gonna use a brush and like just lightly apply it over my face. And I just wanna see what that looks like. I do think you can see a little bit of the white, so I'm glad she did come out with 2 shades at least. Yeah, mattifies and does all that, but I definitely see the most kind of blurring right here. Wow. Okay, well that's pretty awesome. All right, Charlotte Tilbury, you are a hard act to follow, but we are gonna play with the Louboutin, what is the actual name? Versatile All Over Face Powder. So you have to buy a refill compact. So that's what this is. Oh, there's instructions on how to refill the compact. So I'm just going to take this out. And oh, there's a little brush, like a little half moon brush. Wow. Okay, so here is the box that the compact comes in. So this is refillable. Look at this compact. Oh, wow. That is so obnoxious. I love it. Let me pull this out. So here is the compact by itself. Very thick. It looks like a cushion compact. I guess the refill is going to take up that space. And then this is not a button or anything. This is just someplace to put your finger because this is magnetized. All right, so the powder has a cover. So here is the powder. It has the Louboutin print on there, which, as I understand it, is like the shape of like the foot area of the shoe, the toe foot area of the shoe. And I'm just gonna go ahead and snap this in. Okay, wow, that snaps in very securely, so that's nice. Yeah, it's not gonna fall out. Let's do a little, wow. This feels even softer. How is that even possible? So this one definitely has some like flesh tone pigmentation to it. Let's see if a swatch will even help. You can't really see it. And there are quite a few shades in this, if I remember correctly. I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same thing if we wanna do a comparison. I'm just gonna run my finger over the, God, I cannot believe how soft this feels. You guys are not gonna believe how soft this powder feels. It is literally like silk. Holy, it's like smoother than silk. So I think this powder does a good job blurring, maybe not as good as the Charlotte Tilbury, but because the Charlotte Tilbury has that brightening, I'm sure you can see it, especially in comparison to this, this more like kind of natural flesh tone. This one just looks a lot brighter. I look a lot more awake on this side, but it does do a pretty good job blurring there. It is really nice. Let me see how this is gonna look all over. Let me grab a different brush. Really beautiful powder. I feel like it brought down the shine from the Dr. Jart balm, but it doesn't look flat. See how it like kind of created this nice satin finish? It's really pretty. I almost feel like this is a pressed version of a lot of my favorite powders, like the Kohl Natural Lighting Powder, the Say Air Set Radiant Loose Powder. Those two powders I really love because it leaves like a satin-like kind of finish, very, very lightly satin, you know, like barely detectable satin, but it like sets down your makeup and everything. It's not too radiant. It's a really wonderful setting powder, but I really feel like this powder is doing the same thing. And those two are both loose and this one is pressed. I'm very excited. I'm very excited right now. So pretty. Well, I think if you want something brightening and blurring, Charlotte Tilbury. If you want kind of a powder for like all over setting your foundation down and you want kind of the subtle satin sheen to your skin, this is really beautiful. Wow, so far things are going really well. Okay, next we've got the brand new Merit Bronze Balm, and maybe I should have put this on before the powder, but we'll see what happens. So this is brand new from Merit. This is the stick packaging. It's actually oval, it's not quite round, and I got the shade Clay. And I should mention to you what was sent to me in PR and what I purchased. So the Dr. Jart was sent to me in PR. The Charlotte Tilbury I purchased myself. The Louboutin I purchased myself. And this Merit was sent to me in PR. So here is this clay color. Let's do a quick swatcheroo. Oh, very light. I think, yeah, let's just go ahead and draw right on. see what happens. And I'm just going to blend in with a brush. And I'm just pouncing to blend it in. Very subtle. Oh, I like this. This is nice. This is a nice transition product. You know, it's not too bronzy, like in the dead of summer when you just want to bronze it up. And then in the wintertime, I kind of fall off of bronzing, but this is really nice. So there's the Merit and there's without. Do the same thing to the side. And I like the tone of this. It has like almost like a peachy, I won't go so far as to say pink, but it's like going down that path versus like an orangey ochre yellow kind of undertone. This definitely has more of like a peach undertone, which I enjoy. I think it's a little bit more complementary on my particular skin tone. All right, so that is the Bronze Bomb from Merit. Wow, good stuff. Okay, blush. We've got the new Cheeky Cream blush from Rowan, and this was sent to me by Credo, actually. Credo sent me a nice box of like new goodies that they're carrying, and this was one of them. Oh, I just love the Rowan packaging, but I already got, just taking it out of the box, I got like fingerprints all over it, but it's this beautiful like liquid silver kind of packaging. And then, ooh, here is Peach Flush. Let's do a swatch. Ooh, pretty. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just use my finger. And I like how the texture feels. It's not too goopy, it's not too tacky. It's just kind of a straight up cream blush. It's not like, what am I thinking of? Oh, those rose ink highlighters and bronzers. Like when you kind of put your finger in there, you'll feel how it's probably gonna end up with like a powder finish. This does not have that feel. This one feels a little bit smoother than that. And this is very lightly pigmented. I feel like if you're a little bit intimidated by cream blush, this could be a good one to start with. I feel like I've put a good amount on, and this doesn't feel like clown cheeks. To you, it may look it, but I think this looks really kind of natural, like a nice natural flush. Oh, very pretty. I think there are 4 shades in total. This is, I think, like the warmest, peachiest one. I think all the others look a little bit more like in the pink family. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it sets down completely, like it's a matte finish or anything, but it doesn't feel tacky at all, which is nice. I don't feel like my hair is gonna get caught in it, which is the test. So that's fantastic. Rowan Peach Flush. Nice. I really like Rowan products. They're really, really great quality. Okay, now for highlight. I could not be more excited. So Cle de Peau I think they're just slowly redoing their line. I think they're like redoing everything. And their luminizing face enhancers were next up. So I got 2 of them, but I think they've come out with 4 or 5, actually quite a few. I got number 22 and number 202. So 22 is Shooting Stars and 202 is Golden Galaxy. So here's 22 Shooting Stars, and you know, these look pretty much the same. Like the design of the pan is pretty much the same. The compacts look a little bit different. They're like rounded, but they are refillable. There is like a pinhole in the back here. That has not changed. Their previous ones were the same. And you still have this beautiful like kind of cut crystal top there, but the shades have definitely changed. I don't remember anything like this one in their previous line. This almost looks like it would be a bronzer. And that glitteriness that you see on the top, that is just an overspray on these palettes. They don't run all the way through. So I would say after like 5 uses, it's pretty much going to be brushed away. But I'm going to do a swatch, and in the swatch, you're going to end up seeing like little glitters in there. But that's just because of this initial use. So here's Golden Galaxy, and I got this one to kind of be like a bronze topper or even possibly a blush. I wasn't exactly sure because as a highlight, this is obviously too deep for my skin tone. But if you have a deeper skin tone, I think this one is a good option for a highlight, this 22 Shooting Stars. And the little velvet pouch that it comes in, it's not navy anymore. It is this really beautiful like ecru color. Let me go ahead and swatch and show you 202 Golden Galaxy. And this one I got to be just a straight up highlight. And again, I don't think there's really anything, maybe close. Is it number 16 in the old line? Either 15 or 16. Anyway, let me go ahead and do a swatch of this. And again, the swatch is gonna have some glitter in there because of the overspray. Let me do it here. Ooh, yeah, beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and use 202 Golden Galaxy. And this has like a nice kind of, I don't know, it's like a French vanilla feel to it. All right, now that I'm applying it, I feel like this highlight is actually brighter than what I'm used to from Cle de Peau, but it still has a gorgeous satin finish. Can you guys see that? Ooh, it's really pretty. And there is that Cle de Peau rose scent. If you're not into that, you're not gonna be into this. I don't mind it, I think it's really pretty and very fresh. Yeah, I think they amped up the shine on these. I'm not hating it because, you know, I love a good highlight. But yeah, these are brighter than their old ones, just so you guys are aware. Ooh, really pretty though. Gorgeous. All right, so that was 202 Golden Galaxy. Wow, stunning. Absolutely stunning. Okay, I don't actually have any new eyebrow products, right? No new eyebrow products. So I'm just gonna use my Tom Ford Fiber Brow Gel in Granite. Yes, I've whipped this back out. I think my Dior one is running a little low, so I'm using the Tom Ford again. Easy, easy peasy. All right, next we have the Wayne Goss Luxury Eye Palette. I'm so excited he's come out with another one. This one is called Amber. So we've got 6 shades again, and I don't even know what this looks like yet, because when I'm filming this, he hasn't even announced it yet. Ooh. Oh, wow, look how pretty that is. This is not what I expected. Like this kind of a shade, I don't expect when I hear the word amber. For some reason, I thought, well, maybe, right? Amber's like reddish orange. Okay, yeah. This is really pretty. Wow, this is so up my alley. Like these shades right here, and then like just give it a little pop. Oh. Ooh, let's do some swatches. So I'm just gonna swatch across the top, and these shadows pretty much feel the same as other Wayne Goss shadows, so no surprises there. So we have 2 mattes and then a satin. That's across the top. And then these are the 3 along the bottom. So this one, the peachy one, I think is like a matte base is like a matte base with a little bit of shimmer in there. This is a matte, and then this is the topper shade, which is like a really pretty pink. I really like this. Ooh, fun. All right, let's dive in. So I'm gonna use my BK Beauty A503 brush. I'm gonna go into this shade right up here and just add to the outer corner and work in. Yeah, this shadow blends really beautifully. That's nice. I'm just gonna take this light shade. It's like a bone color. I'm just gonna put this on my lid here. I'm trying to get a sense of how deep the shade is compared to my skin tone. It's a little bit deeper. Okay. I'm grabbing my 504 brush from BK Beauty. I'm gonna go into this shade here and just deepen up my outer corner a little. And then I'm just gonna use a little bit of this peach color here. And I've got my 501 brush. I'm just gonna brush it kind of like down the middle of my center of my lid here, just to brighten that up a little. Ooh, I'm doing like a sunset look here. Ooh, fun. Okay, and now I'm gonna go in with my finger, use the topper, and really get that in the inner corner, and I'm gonna bring it over the peach. Oh, wow. Oh, I love it. I love it. This is not what I was expecting. I did think it was gonna be like a little bit deeper and maybe like, you know, like smoky and everything, but this is a really pretty palette. And I love how Wayne always manages to put in shades that you can use every day, and then like a couple in there to like amp it up, make it a little bit more dramatic. I love that. Oh, that's great. So Luxury Eye Palette Amber, and I think this is coming out next Tuesday, which is the 30th. God, can you believe it's the end of August already? Anyway, August 30th, that is launching. Okay, next we've got the Essential Eye Kohl pencil in, let's see, Crystal Merlot. You guys know what a big fan I am of these eye pencils. Oh, neat. Here is Crystal Merlot. Yeah, it's like a reddish brown. Let's see. There, I put it in my waterline. I think you can probably see it or like notice it there better than up top. It looks pretty red in my waterline, but it's definitely deep enough. I don't feel like it's giving me sick eyes. Probably because there isn't a lot of pink in there. It is more brown. Oh, very pretty. All right, that is Crystal Merlot, the new pencil from Wong Goss. I'm just gonna go ahead and curl my lashes. And we're gonna try the new Vapor Mascara. This is the Astral Volumizing Mascara. Ooh, what a pretty tube. Here is the tube. It's like a nice bronze color. Let's see what the wand looks like. So it comes down at the tip. Do you see that it kind of gets really pointy? And then yeah, it kind of changes. I feel like there's maybe like a helix going on. Oh, neat. All right, let me just start applying here. Oh, wow. I see an immediate difference. And here's the second coat. Wow. Not clumpy at all. I'll have to, wear it and see how it wears throughout the day, but that's really nice going on. And that was like easy to apply. It was like kind of slick. Whew. Okay, lips. So I got 3 of the new Cle de Peau lipsticks. So like I said, Cle de Peau is kind of like redoing their line, and they came out with new colors for their lipstick, new colors for their matte lipstick, and then this lipstick shine. And I wasn't, at least online, it's hard to tell. I didn't really, I just wasn't like that excited for any of the lipstick shine colors, even though I feel like that formula would be my favorite. But there were plenty of lipstick colors that I really wanted. So I got 3 of them. I got 11, 12, and 13. They were pretty much all of the nudes. My favorite Cle de Peau lipstick from their previous color selection was Bamboo, and that's been discontinued. Breaks my heart, but I think that there is definitely some similar ones in here. So this one is number 11. Oh, let me show you the packaging because it is a little bit different. So here is the packaging, and it's got the gold on the sides, and it's kind of like scooped in. It's really pretty. And then the Cle de Peau there. Navy blue, of course. So here's number 11, Triumphant Tawny. And we still have the same kind of like petal shape to the top of the bullet. There's Triumphant Tawny. Let me just apply. So this one, compared to Bamboo, is a little bit more pink, I guess you could say. The Bamboo was cooler. It was almost like a mauve, like gray kind of color. This one is a little bit pinker than that. Let's see what 12 is. 12 is Power Mauve. Ooh, exciting. Ooh, so this one looks very pretty, just a little bit deeper than 11. So there is Power Mauve. It's a little bit cooler too. Let me remove this and I'll apply number 12. There is number 12. Ooh, this is pretty. And this formula, so good. It's so good. It's so creamy. It's so pigmented. Really, really lovely. So that's number 12. And then number 13 is Positively Playful. Oh, so this is like much peachier than I thought. These shades online looked very nude and cool toned. So let's do it down here. But yeah, that's it down there. But truth be told, I could probably use a little bit more color. I've been buying a lot of nude lipsticks, like the Chanel ones, the shade extension in the Armani Lip Powers. Those were all kind of nude. So Cle de Peau, thank you for saving me from myself. All right, here is 13. Ooh, and this goes great with the eyeshadow. Yes. All right. Oh, I didn't get a chance to use these Tower 28 pencils. You know what? I'll use these next time. Yeah, because just looking at the shades on the color of the box, I don't think they'll go with this peach. They probably would have gone pretty good with the first color that I put on, number 11, but not this one. Anyway, I'll use these next time. And that is it. So many amazing goodies. I'm really quite blown away by pretty much everything. The eyeshadow palette, the lipsticks, highlighter, blush. Oh, the Dr. Jart BB Beauty Balm. Yeah. So I'm just taking a close look at everything. Yeah, everything looks really, really great. Let me get my magnifying mirror out here. The BB Balm looks really, really nice, and my nose has been sweaty. It has been beating up as I'm sitting here filming. This mascara is nice. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm happy. I'm very, very happy. You know, trying a whole face of new makeup can be a real crapshoot, but I feel like everything turned out really nicely. And I was so excited for this one, so I'm so happy. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.